Okay, we're going to take a little power core to get our day started today. Well, let's find a place where we can work out without tripping over anything. Sneakers will be preferred. You can do it barefoot. Just be careful if you have dumbbells. Speaking of dumbbells, if you have dumbbells, great. If you don't, you could opt to use some heavy detergent bottle or other things around the house, even soup cans, or none at all, just by focusing on the particular muscle group that we're working. You'll get great benefits out of that. Let's begin by bringing our feet in hips distance apart. We'll take a big circle up towards the ceiling, and then a hip hinge as the hands come on the thighs, tucking our tailbone, drawing in the navel, rounding and rolling back up to standing nice and slow, just to move through the spine, finishing with a shoulder roll at the top. We'll do that one more time. Big inhale, circle, lift those ribs, hands on the hips, hips back, tuck round, and slowly roll yourselves all the way up. Let's take that right leg out to the side in a side lunge. Right knee over the ankle, hips pressing back as we feel that inner thigh. On the inhale, we're going to lift and shift. So we'll lift that body, shift it out to the other side. Nice big inner thigh stretch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, shift over to the right. Inhale, lift and shift left. We'll take one more on each side. Feel free to stay a little longer in that stretch if you wish. And to the center. Hip hinge, straight back with those hips. Toes are pointing forward. Knees aren't locked, but there's a little softness in them as we start to feel those hamstrings. We're going to tuck the tailbone and slowly round and roll up again. Shoulders roll at the top. Good. Let's turn our heels in and then our toes to bring those legs back to hip distance. We're going to take both arms off to our right shoulder. On the exhale, pulling through the side of our waist, we're going to bring that left knee in towards the body. Bring the arms towards that thigh. Inhale, extend, big stretch. Exhale, pull in the ribs. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. Good. Perfect. Just warming up the side of the body. Good, we'll take a few more. Last one here. Let's take the arms. We're going to shift. Hips are back. Navel in. Here we go. Knee smash, other side. Pull in. Big stretch. Pull in. Big stretch. About 5 more. Last one. Good. We'll release those arms. We'll roll out those shoulder blades. Good job. So hopefully the blood has gotten a little bit flowing. The body's a little warm. Well, let's pick up those weights, those dumbbells. We'll take a dumbbell in either hand if you have them. If not, again, that's A-okay. We're going to start with reverse lunges today. Right leg goes back into a lunge. Right heel is up. We're adding a hammer curl. As we lower the weights, we'll step that right leg forward. All right, that's what we're doing. Let's do 10 on the right side. Option, if you don't want to do the full lunge, just take a toe and reach that toe back as opposed to getting into the lunge. We'll take 2 more here on the right side. Last one. Let's go right into the left side. So left side, 10 reverse lunges with a hammer curl. Three remaining. 3 good ones. 2. Last one here. We'll bring it back to the center. Shoulders will roll. Arms again hanging by our side. Right leg steps out to a side lunge. Hips back. Good. Press off. Let's alternate sides. Good. So big push through that heel. Keeping the core tight. Halfway there, 5 to go. Two sets. This last set, we're going to end up holding it over to the right. Place that left hand on the thigh. Let's turn in for a row. Here we go. Left arm, big row. Slow in the return. If you need more weight, you can take 2 dumbbells together. The shoulders and shoulder blades staying down. Nice long neck. 3, 2, 1. Press off. Come out to that lunge out on the other side. Same thing here. Setting it up. Right arm row. Two more to go. Last one, nice and slow. Press off, come into the center. Roll out those shoulders. Let's bring the weights around front. Setting feet, hips distance. I'm going to look for a deadlift, a little bit of hamstring. So navel tight, it's a hip hinge, allowing the weights to drift down the front of those shins. You feel those hamstrings pull, push into the heels, flex the glutes all the way to the top. Inhaling down. Exhaling up, making sure the knees aren't locked, but there's just a little bit of softness in there. The chest is staying open and that spine long, so we don't want to round. 5 remaining. Nice and slow, 2 more. Last one here, slowest one. Good, roll shoulders at the top. All right, we're gonna take those hands off to our side. We're gonna turn the palms to face forward. Palms to face forward, okay? Right leg steps out into a wide squat. So right leg steps out into a wide squat. Toes are a little bit turned out. We bend both knees. As we do, let's bring in this hammer curl. So it's an inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, pull the belly in, curl. Inhale, resist on the way down. Exhale, pull it in. That's it. Good, those thighs holding strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Then we'll dip down, push it up and stand into center. Good. Release and shrug it all off. And then let's go ahead and step out wide, squat on the left side. Whoa, bring it down. Secure that navel, knees over ankles, knees and toes same direction. Here we go. 10 big bicep curls. Good. Making sure we're not swinging the arms. Control all the way through. One more. Dip it down, step it in together. Good. Shoulders roll and release. Fantastic. Weights hanging on either side. If you have them, soft knees. Let's work the side of the waist. We're allowing that right side to stretch. Left side just hangs. Pulling through the navel, switch. Good. Outside of our waist, working hard to pull us back up. Good. Big lateral movement out of the spine. Exhale as you come through center. Inhaling on the way down. Good, last set here. Perfect, into the center. Let's go ahead and we'll put one weight down out in front of us and we're gonna hold on to one weight. We're gonna take this weight slightly over our right shoulder. And just like we started with those knee smashes, We're going to do it this time with the additional weight if you have it. On the exhale, let's go ahead, pull in the sideways, bring it all in. Inhale, extend, make sure we don't roll out those shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's it. Big obliques, lots of hip. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Good. We'll release, reset, hips slightly back. Switching sides, weight over that left shoulder. On the exhale, right knee pulls in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, extend. Working at your own pace. One more. Good. Release. Roll out those shoulders. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and pick up that other dumbbell. All right, starting back from the top. Ready to take reverse lunges or toe taps if you prefer, with a hammer curl. Right leg goes back, hammer. Alternating, left side. Good. We're halfway through. You're looking good. Come on. Steady as she goes. Last 2 sets. Last one each side. Good. Release. Shoulders roll out. Feet, hips, distance. Side lunge. Right side. We're going to take 10 of them to the right. Okay, so step wide right. Press off. 9 more. 9. Big push into the heel. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Come on, 2 more. Let's hold this one out there so we can transition to our row. Let's do it. Elbow up. Elbow only to shoulder height. Two more. Last one. Good big push off. From center, we're going to take 10 out to the left side, 10 big lunges, 10. 9. Good, driving that heel in, activating the glutes. Next one's the one we're going to hold over there. Setting up for our row. Here we go. Right arm row. Nice and slow. Last one. And then we'll push off, come back to that center. Roll out our shoulders. We're going to turn our palms face forward. Feet again, our hips distance. Soft in those knees. We're going to come out to a wide squat on the right side. We'll line it up, bring those arms on the inside. Draw the navel in, support the spine. Here we go. Keeping and holding in our low squat. We've got 10 curls, 10 bicep curls. Each time contracting those abdominal muscles to hold us tight. Don't rush it. One more. Good, we'll dip it down, step to center. Let's take that wide squat off to the other side. Drop it down, set it up, lock the core. Here we go, 10 curls, 10. 9. 4 remaining. Come on, stay low. 4, 3. Those thighs pulling in towards the torso. 2, 1 more curl. Dip it down, release, step into center. Give those legs a little bit of shake. Let's bring the palms around front, palms facing our thighs. Open in the chest, hip hinge, looking for a deadlift. Inhale down. Exhale, drive into the heels, flex the glute, just stand tall, don't arch. Inhale down. Exhale up. Halfway through. Nice and slow. Feel the hamstring. We've got 1 more, so take it as slow as you can on the way up. Nice, long, flat, strong back, all the way up. Shoulders roll, feet hips distance. Right side, we allow that weight to pull us laterally. Flex the navel, switch. Good, using the outside of our waist. Good, just let the arms hang. One more each side. Good, we'll pull it into the center. We'll place 1 weight down. We're holding 1 weight on either end. We're taking it over our right shoulder. Hips are back, knees are soft on the exhale. Let's knee smash. Inhale, extend. You're working at your own pace. Working that core. Two more. Last one, the side. Let's shift the weight over that left shoulder on the exhale. Pull it all in. Inhale, extend. That's it. 2 to go. Last one. Good. Release. Shoulders roll throughout. All right, let's take our weights now. We're going to place 1 on either side of our mat or our area we're going to work out on the floor. We're going to come down to a plank. So any little stretch that you need before you come down, and then work your way down to a plank. You can come onto your knees if you prefer. Open palm, straight arm. Chest is forward. If the shoulders, it's a little bit too much, maybe you come down onto those elbows. We're thinking of our thighs, pulling towards the back of our arms. Our arms pulling down towards the feet to help engage the core. And we should feel that in the middle. Shoulders and shoulder blades are backing down. Neck is long, loose. Good. Thighs, glutes, all flexed and holding steady. Good. Breathing, 20 seconds. 15. If you feel those hips sinking, draw in that navel a little tighter. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering to the knees and extending into a child's pose. Big long stretch. Nice deep breath. That was a great 1-minute plank. Let's keep those arms fully extended. Wide spread fingers. And we'll move those arms just a little bit more apart so that they're right around shoulder or just slightly wider. We're going to work into some push-ups. On the inhale, we're going to shift forward. Chest between those hands. Open. Okay? Taking a little push-up. Doesn't have to be big. Elbows go somewhat to the side, but not straight out to the side. So they're not hugging the ribs, but they're not flaring out. They're somewhere in between. Leading with the chest. Okay? Leading with the chest. Make adjustments in those hands as we need to. Good little push-ups. They don't have to be big. But focus on the chest. We'll take 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Finishing up what you're on and then putting yourselves in that extended child's pose. Let's make fists with our hands and roll those wrists out. Stretch out the fingers. Maybe take those top of the hands down as we roll ourselves up into all fours, separating knees so that they're slightly apart. We'll release those hands. Option here using a fist instead of an open palm. Okay, fist instead of an open palm. Hips over knees. We're going to take that right leg out to the side. So right knee out to the side, lowering down slowly, not touching the mat. So we're working the outside of the hip. Our right foot is flexed, and we're not opening the hip. We're just lifting it out to the side while keeping that torso straight and strong. Feel the outside of that hip and thigh glute. Good, one more. Perfect, switch sides, same thing. Out to the side, steady hips. You'll notice one side is a little bit more flexible than the other, I'm sure. Strong torso, tight core. Good, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, release. Let's lower down onto our elbows, our forearms. Palms pressing into the mat. Shoulders are over the elbows. Be careful not to sink into that neck. Okay, keep those shoulders and shoulder blades down. Knees again are hips distance, belly tight. We're going to extend our right leg out behind us for the pointed toe. Keeping hip bones pointed down towards the mat. We're lifting and lowering a straight right leg. Lifting and lowering a straight right leg. So we're flexing hamstring, glute. Core tight, no arching of our back. It stays strong and long. Good, next time up, we're gonna hold it up and take little pulses. So the leg only lowers a couple of inches. We're bringing it back up, quicker pace here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee under the body, extended child's pose. 1 breath and then shift back onto those elbows, forearms. Extend that left leg, lock the belly. Then a straight leg, lift and lower. Good, big lift, come on. Two more, then we start those pulses for 15 seconds. Let's do it. Good, core still tight. 10. Hang in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee under. Here we go. Child's pose. 1 big breath. Wonderful. Inhale, shift forward. Let's turn ourselves all the way over so that we're seated. Our legs extended out in front of us. Nice flat long leg. We sit up really tall. We're going to turn this into a single roll down, pulling into the belly. Reaching fingertips towards those toes. Inhaling, we're starting to lean back or lie down 1 vertebra at a time. Keep pulling in through the belly. As it gets tough and you want to land, think of pushing through those heels and start to exhale, blow out. Then slowly bring those arms up overhead until you come into a full body stretch. Fingertips one direction, toes the other direction. Big inhale, big exhale, feels good. On our next exhale, let's bring right knee into the chest, give it a big hug. Good. We'll switch. Left knee comes in, big hug. Bring the left and right knee both into the chest. Give them both a big hug. On the exhale, we're going to double tuck. So everything pulls in, hips lift, head, shoulders, everything tucks in, round like a ball. On the inhale, double extension. Legs go out at a 45, arms overhead, belly tight, back connected to the mat. Exhale, pull in, double tuck. Inhale, extend. Exhale, double tuck. Inhale, extend. Keep going. You can opt to put your head down on the double extension if you've got something going on with your neck. Otherwise, that head stays steady and stable. Good. Come on, almost there. Time for about 2 more. Last one. Good. Knees into the chest. Head rest. Let's turn the left ear towards the mat just to give a quick neck stretch. And then over to the other side. Back into the center. Releasing those legs. Both feet on the mat with the knees bent. If you have weights, let's grab them. 1 dumbbell in each hand and each arm. Elbows go out wide. We're going to work a bridge and a fly. So, pressing into those heels. We pull up into a bridge, keeping our thighs parallel. Squeezing through the glute muscle. We're going to continue to hold our bridge as we do our fly. Dumbbells slowly coming together over the head. Slowly coming back towards the floor, but they do not go all the way. Okay, so leave a couple inches between those weights and the floor. Elbows are not locked, but the arms are fairly straight. But keep those hips up. Don't let them sink. Relax neck. Good, about 5 seconds left. Last one. Let's hold those weights up there. All right, skull crushers. You can bring weights together or keep a little space. Elbows bend, weights come towards the forehead, and then arms straighten up. Control. If you're okay staying in the bridge, stay in the bridge. Make sure you don't sink. If you need to lower down, go ahead. Just continue with these triceps. 5, 4, 3, 2. Next time the arms are up, we'll leave them up. We're going to do a combo. 1 fly, 2 triceps, 2 skull crushers, 1 fly, 2 skull crushers. How's that bridge? How's those glutes burning? Fly, skull crushers. Come on, 2 sets left. Fly, skull crushers. Hips up, last set, all the way through. Fly. Skull crushers, finish it. Good, weights go on those hip creases. Drop those hips down to the floor. Belly button in, reset. All right, we're gonna do hip lifts. Here we go, working those glutes. Press up, lower slowly, but don't touch the floor. So it's a little bit of a tap or just barely grazing. But press the hips all the way up. Good, exhale on the way up. Inhale down. On our next time up, we're going to take little pulses. So hold it up. Squeeze the buns. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Get those hips all the way up. Come on. Don't let those knees separate. Good. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. 1 vertebra at a time. Lower it all the way down. Nicely done. Let's go ahead. We're going to put a weight off to the side. Just keep one hand on either end. We're going to take the handle over the forehead. We have elbows pointing towards the thighs. We're going to pick feet up off the floor, 90 degree. Draw the navel in. All right, upper body, okay? Upper body crunch. On the exhale, you're driving that navel down so hard into the mat that your shoulder blades lift a teeny bit from the mat. Exhale, push the belly down. Inhale, slowly lower. They're going to really focus on working the belly, not pulling through the head, neck, shoulders, and arms. At the core, do all the work. Good. Really feeling it in the upper part of our rib cage. Just like you're folding in from the midline. Good. Last 10 seconds. Good, last one. We're going to release the weight. You can go off to the side. Hands can either go underneath your hips, okay, or out to the side, whatever is more comfortable. We're going to do a reverse crunch, which means we're going to try and lift our hips slightly by pulling in through that belly button. So let's extend toes towards the ceiling. Now we're curling from the lower half up towards the upper body. So press those arms into the back of the mat or tuck them under those hips. Here we go. Toes reach up and slowly control. Each one is controlled, and we try not to swing or sway the legs. We don't want the momentum to get us. We want to do all the work ourselves. Try not to throw the hips, control. And if you can pause at the top, even better. Good, about 10 seconds. Nice, keep pushing those back of the arms into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, finish up your last one, your best one here. Good, we'll bring knees into our chest, and knees into our chest. Give them a little hug. We're going to do alternating knee hugs. So let's extend that right leg out at about a 45. Good, flex foot, navel in. Let's alternate or switch. Good, so like pedal pushing with those heels. Option, head and shoulders lifted, turning this into a bicycle. Rolling from side to side, shoulder to shoulder. Getting that rotation. If your neck is sore, however, or you have issues through the spine, keep the head down and just do those alternating knee hugs. Good, about 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll release the head and neck. Bring those knees into the chest. Give them a nice big hug. And then we'll release. We're going to cross our left ankle over our right thigh. Okay, left ankle over our right thigh. We're going to take arms out to our side. Again, you could always opt to have them underneath the hips. We're going to straighten out that right leg. Okay, so left ankle, right thigh. Right leg is now straight. This left leg creating a little extra weight or resistance on that right leg. Just lifting and lowering the right leg. Exhale, drop in through the belly to lift. Inhale, lower. Keep tight. Exhale. Almost there. 3. Last one. We'll plant that right foot on the mat. Leave that left ankle crossed over the right thigh. Bring fingertips in behind the head. Long spine, lengthen it. Anchor the tailbone into the mat. On the exhale, look for the rotation. Right shoulder reaching towards the left by rotating, not lifting. Inhale, open. Exhale. Slow, deep twist. Inhale, open. Exhale. Slow, deep twist. A little pause while you're there. No rushing. 10 seconds. Time for one more really good one. Dig deep, big rotation. Back to center. Let's uncross the legs. We're crossing the right ankle over that left thigh. Arms return out to our sides. Straightening out that left leg. Draw the tail of the pelvis down. Lifting and lowering that left leg. Right leg just adding a little weight. Option, tuck those hands underneath the hips. A little extra support for the spine. Don't let that belly pooch, come on. One more really good one, come on, keep it tight. But let's bend that left knee, put the left foot on the mat. Leave that right ankle crossed. Keeping hips open, fingertips. Come in behind the head, above the ears, fingertips not touching, they're wide. So we have a nice open chest here. Secure the back, exhale, let's find that twisting crunch. Digging deep for the rotation. Good, big exhale. Come on, twist further. Almost there. Come on, these last few. Make them really good. Dig deep. Feel that belly. Next one will be last one. Finish it up. Good. Release and center. Uncross those legs. And then bring both knees into the chest. Big hug. Again, let's roll left ear to the mat to stretch the neck. And then over to the right. And head back in center. Arms out wide like a T. Knees together. Ankles together. 90 degrees. So kind of like you're sitting in a chair. Okay? Kind of like you're sitting in a chair. Draw that navel in. We're going to allow legs to drift halfway towards the floor, one side of the room. Once they're halfway, we pause and we flex through the core to roll back onto our back. If we have any back issues or we're just fatigued, we can do this very same thing, but leave the feet on the mat. Okay? Allowing the legs to drift towards one side of the room before they hit the floor. A little pause, pull in through the belly, roll back onto the back, and then the other side. Okay, so either way, getting a little additional challenge here through our core, keeping both shoulder blades flat on the mat, moving slow. Following our breath. Exhaling as we lift those legs. Inhaling as we control their descent. You can add an opposite head roll if you'd like.
Almost there. 15 seconds, that's it.
And come on, 2 more sets. Maybe allowing those legs to get a little lower. This time, let's allow those legs to come all the way down to the floor to rest. All the way down to the floor to rest. So one leg stacks over the other. We're going to turn our palms face up so that our shoulders and chest open up. Then we'll turn our head the opposite direction of the knees. Wide open palms. We feel the stretch throughout the arms and our chest. We take a big inhale, filling up the belly with air, letting it expand. And then as we exhale, everything empties before we take our next inhale. Good. On the next exhale, we'll bring the head and center our neutral. We'll pull the knees in close to the chest as we roll back onto our back. Give both knees a hug. Then we're going to release the legs, both knees coming to the opposite side of the room into our twist. Again, palms will open, head turning the opposite direction. Big deep inhale, filling the belly. Exhaling, emptying all the way. Next exhale. Head rolls back into neutral. Knees roll into the chest. And again, we give them a nice big hug. But let's hold on underneath the knees, holding on to our hamstrings. We have an option that we could roll side to side and roll over to our side to help get us back up into an all-four position. Or option two is taking those feet and kicking them over the head, drawing in through the navel, get a little extra roundness out of that low back. So we enjoy it a few times, get a nice big stretch. And then when we're ready to roll all the way up, we'll tuck our chin tight to the chest to roll all the way up to seated, and then turn ourselves over to all fours. We're going to swing our right leg around and out front to come into a runner's lunge, allowing the hips to drift forward, to come into that hip flexor stretch. Lifting up through the torso, increasing the stretch, and then taking an option to bend the back knee and flex the foot for a little more quadricep. Good, releasing, shifting back to get into our hamstring. Take that right leg, heel down, toe up, all through our hip flexor. So we're pulling those hips way back until we feel a little tug there in the hamstring. We don't want to feel any pain in our stretches, but we are looking for that tightness. And we breathe through to help it release. All right, we're going to shift forward so that we can swing this right leg out to the side and back behind us, changing into our left side runner's lunge, allowing those hips to drift in forward. Maybe flexing the back foot if you'd like. Shifting back, looking for the hamstring. Adjusting through that left leg. Heel down, toe up. Chest pulling towards the left toe as the hips pull back. Full inhale, full exhale. Let it all release. Shifting forward, finding neutral, working our way to standing. One way to do that is to curl the right toes underneath, and so that you can slowly work the right knee underneath our hip, then step into a wide squat, and slow tuck around and roll yourself all the way up to standing. Watching your footing for any tools or dumbbells that are lying around. We'll find a comfortable stance. Take a couple of shoulder rolls just to loosen up through the upper body. Good. We're going to take both hands behind us. Maybe interlacing the fingers if you can. We want to open our chest, pull down with the arms and the shoulder blades, opening the front of the body, but not arching the back. So keep that belly tight and our knees soft. Good. Now attempt to lift those hands a little away from the buttock. We're going to take this into a forward fold, using a hip hinge, allowing a softness in the knees, the head to hang, the hands are reaching up towards the ceiling. Full inhale, full exhale. Letting gravity stretch us out here. We'll allow the hands to drop to the buttock, and then underneath the head, grabbing opposite elbows with our hands, bending the knees some more, maybe getting a little sway of the upper body, the neck and shoulders. Releasing any little bit of tension that's left through our spine. We'll release the hold of the elbows, and then tucking the tailbone, drawing in the belly. We'll roll up one vertebra at a time, letting arms hang, letting head hang. Head will be the last thing up. Keep tucking in through the navel, one vertebra at a time. Head being the last thing up. We'll take one big inhale just to stretch the arms overhead and release. Great job. Thank you, Denise. Thanks for joining for Power Core. Sorry we started off a little bit late today.